guys, and welcome back to another Toy Soldier Reviews action figure video. Today we have the Target exclusive X-Men Savage Land Professor X retro carded figure. And yeah, we'll get into all my thoughts, take a look at the accessories, all that good stuff for this figure. And I hope you guys do enjoy. Please like, subscribe, and share. Doing that's going to help me out a ton and reach out to anybody else who loves this collecting just as much as I do and just as much as you guys do. So far, also, just as another thing, 2 figures from the Nemesis Build-A-Figure Wave are up with the Extreme X-Men Wolverine here and the X-Factor Cyclops. Go ahead and watch those. They will be on my channel for you guys to watch, and then we've got a couple other figures from that wave to review. So yeah, also, go ahead and follow the Instagram. It's always in the bio of all my YouTube videos if you want to do that. Can show some sneak peeks of some pretty interesting videos coming in the future, and I might do polls and stuff on there just for some voting to see what you as the community would like. So yeah, we'll get straight on into this review. So for the packaging, you can see this is the Uncanny X-Men retro card here, and you can see the Professor X figure right there. It says it right there. Also a Savage Land Safari suit. Got a nice picture of him up there. Marvel Comics. Here, let me lift up the camera. Top, nice little logo of some Gambit, Storm, Wolverine, and Rogue. On the back, you can obviously see Professor X here. Picture from him there as well. There are the bios if you want to pause and read that. And your legal stuff. We don't care about that. We just want to get it on the figure. So obviously, of course, a box cutter would be much more useful, but I don't have one of those. So I'm going to do what I usually do with card backs and get the knife and cut down. This is how I usually end up opening my card backs. I save most of my packaging, except these ones, because I have no need to keep them anymore because the card backs and now they're ripped open, so they're practically not really needed anymore. So you just cut along the sides and then the bottom, and then you can just open it. Sometimes I forget a couple of things. And there we go. Take out the figure here, pop out the accessories, peel the tape off the hands, or the thing that keeps the hands in, I guess. Then also this one too. Take a look at those on the accessory part and pop the figure out. And now take a look at Charles Xavier. So for accessories, in the packaging he comes with some sort of lime green military-esque colored fisted hands. Then he comes with 2 trigger finger hands as well. The thinking hand or pointer gun finger hand. Kind of the same that we saw with the Cyclops here from the Nemesis wave, or I guess with all of our Cyclops, and a Cerebro helmet. So yeah, it does look pretty good. I do want to try it with the hover chair one that I just reviewed, and along with this on the hover chair one. But yeah, so I kind of do like the accessories here, and kind of not, but I mean it gives you what you need for Professor X. The thinking hand and the Cerebro is pretty good. So we'll take a look at the detail of the body. Then I'll do some comparisons with the Cerebros with the other Professor X's, and then get into the articulation. So the detail's really, really good on this head sculpt. He's kind of freaky looking in my opinion. The eyebrows are just like really thick. Let me see if I can try and zoom in better on the face there for you. But the blue eyes, the mouths, and all that does look pretty good. The bald, there's a little bit of stuff on the baldness of his head, but that's all right. Let me zoom it back out for us. There we go. This stupid phone camera stinks. But there is some nice painted on red and black X logos on the shoulders of this jumpsuit, which also reused from the Hank Pym, but I don't have that one. But other than that, the greens are nice, the military green from this other green, but the ones through the pegs, or not the pegs, but the articulation is a different color than the arm itself, but it's still alright. The gray is also on the belt as well, along with this red matching up nicely. See, you can see it better, or worse, I guess, on here. You can see the green, like the 3 different tones of green that are used here. But other than that, I do like the bagginess of the sculpt. It is pretty good. And yeah, the articulation is pretty good, which we'll get to that more later. Well, I kind of do like this Savage Land appearance. I have not read Savage Land, but this figure might actually make me want to go and read that. So here's the hover chair one, and this is the Cerebro that came with this Savage Land Professor X. Which, if you can, just pop it on here, is gonna look pretty dang good there. And this is the hover chair one, which I don't know if it's gonna fit. Actually, it kind of fits, not really to my liking. I don't really like this in the middle here. But if we put this Cerebro on this one, it is pretty big for this head sculpt. It kind of looks like Magneto's helmet, but it is a lot bigger compared to these. So, I mean, if you want to, you obviously can. It's your collection, your choice. But me, I don't think I'll use either of these. I think I might just have them on display somewhere in my collection. But yeah, I mean, it is nice to see that they can fit, but the sizes just don't really match up that good. So for our Professor X articulation here, he's gonna look about that far up, pretty far down here, right, left, rotates all the way around. The arm's gonna go pretty far, I guess, kind of far up is good. Rotates all the way around, no butterfly joint. Bicep swivel, double elbow's gonna get you about that much, which doesn't look nice, but I mean it does get you some articulation. Wrist swivels, side to side hinge as well, and then the trigger finger hands, of course, have the up and down hinge, perfect for those kind of hands, I believe. Now our ab crunch forward, not too good. Back, it's a little bit better. There is waist, or not really waist swivel. I mean, I guess that is, the belt's just riding a little high there, I believe. Leg's gonna kick out, that far forward, and pretty far back. Thigh swivel here, double knee. It's gonna get you pretty far back, I guess. Actually, it's a little stiff, my figure is. Oh, yeah, you're getting all the way back there. Nice and good. But like I said, I just don't really like how it looks like this. I mean, his knee looks like it's folding in on itself, but I mean, it gives you articulation. Boot swivel here, ankle pivots down, up, and can rock. So yeah, I think it's pretty good articulation. Though we have seen this body before, I'll eventually review that Hank Pym figure from that 5-pack. But yeah, we'll take a look at some scaling. Now here he is next to some other characters, with of course the hover chair Professor X that I just compared him with, and the person he spent the most time with around in the Savage Land, I believe, with Magneto, but this is the Age of Apocalypse version, and no, neither do I have the Kazar or Razar, the ones that came in the Zabu Build-A-Figure wave. I don't have either of those to review him with, but I eventually want to get that figure. Just the Zabu Build-A-Figure itself does look amazing. And here he's next to some other figures, like the classic X-Men 97 Wolverine here, and my recently reviewed Nemesis Build-A-Figure Wave X-Factor Cyclops. So overall, I'm gonna rate Savage Land Professor X a solid 7 out of 10. The figure is good, the sculpt is just a reuse, and the articulation can barely get this hand to his head, which I'm not a big fan of because I want my Professor X using his powers, make it look like he's thinking, so I might have to change the pose around a bit. But yeah, a pretty solid figure. It is a Target exclusive, so good luck trying to catch it. I was lucky to have 3 at my local Target in stock, and still I haven't even come close to finding that X-Factor Jean Grey. But yeah, this figure is pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and share. Go ahead and watch any other videos if you'd like, because doing that does help the algorithm and helps my channel reach out to a bunch of viewers who like this community just as much as me and you. And yeah, go ahead, follow the Instagram too. It's always in the bio of all my videos. There you can see some sneak peeks of maybe some future videos and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. And Toy Soldier Reviews, out.